disengage and then reinitiating, they're just going to go all in for this against the Wild Hunters because they pick up Trash and Jarvan as well, which are very all-in champions, and if Wukong will be locking, I mean, that'll be very exciting. We haven't seen for quite some time, and it's like an AoE team fight, so whoever has the best ultimate would win, and it'll be very exciting to see from that.
So Kuala Hunter said they did pick up Thresh early on. Thresh was not banned up by other teams, so they locked that one in straight away. They picked up Jarvan as well, and a lot of teams do like to pick up Jarvan and Thresh if they are open at the same time here. KLH are just shuffling through challenges like that. They do lock in that Rise. Not sure if it's going to mid lane or top yet. And Wallens has picked up Twitch here, so it's going to be very interesting to see if KLH go for the Shen pickup to do the submarine type that's been becoming really popular lately.
Yes, I really hope to see the so-called submarine tactic that's appeared. Even yesterday night in LCS, we did see EG use it, and the Shen had like 35% cooldown, just teleporting, using ultimate all over the map. But for the side of BKT, they will pick up Initiate Phase. It's going to be Eddie support, and suppose Kyling will approve this.
Kai, the unstoppable first lane, will be looking in surprise right now that Andy was picked up by SKLZ. There's Sec, and SKLZ should be going to the bottom lane, going up against Wallace Tainted ones. I'm not sure how this bottom lane will pair up because I really don't know how Andy does against a Thresh Twitch lane.
Yes, so I actually seen them practice this matchup 2 days ago. So from what I've heard, that Andy will actually pick up 2 Doran rings first for the early stage instead of going for the early side stones to just put on a lot of early pressure. And once they land level 6, they want to both flash in and go in for the kills with the bullet time as well as Summer Tibbers. So maybe SKLZ is just respecting me taking up Teddy Tibbers.
So it's going to be very interesting to see if that does play out very well there. Teddy Tibbers will definitely be coming out to SKLZ later on in this game. We will see the ban. Oh my goodness, they just locked it all up. What are they doing? There's been a point, the term Olafing has been coined for a reason, and it's replaced Irelia. It's no longer better enough Irelia, it's called Olafing, where you nerf a champion into a ground that is no longer viable. What have KLH picked Olaf for? I don't understand.
The only reason will be the ultimate can walk through everything. So we see a whole AoE team called for side BKT, there's Tibbers, there's Command Dissonance, and then there's the Sojourning ultimate together, Zack's X bounce. So Olaf should be able to run through everything, but he's picking up Flash and not Ghost. So I'm not so sure how well this will play off so far.
This is incredibly strange. I mean, Olaf has never been picked for a reason. He's been nerfed into the ground here.
Yes.
I can understand what you're saying about this. That is, Ragnarok can not only break out of a crowd control, but be immune from a crowd control for such an extended period of time, especially against a heavy crowd control team composition that Bangkok has picked up. It might play out to KLH's favor. I've never seen an Olaf go up against a Zac in the top lane. So is coming out.
Well, I suppose it's a matchup that no one will ever see for right now. Even Ryan agrees that an over-nerf Olaf, and they're trying to fix it.
They're trying to rework it so that they don't have to buff him again, and so that he comes back into current play.
But I suppose in terms of preparing for ganks, like Olaf and Jarvan, they work out quite well to each other. Once Olaf gets the X down with the slow, Jarvan to dive in, it seems to be a lot of damage coming out, but Zac is just tanky and very easy to heal up and disengage from all these fights. I'm seriously not so sure what I can add in for this matchup that some of KLH have, but I suppose it's a good way to protect their AD carry Twitch because he's going to charge in and chase away Misfortune and Orianna while Twitch can be safely hit from the back with Spray and Pray. So let's just see now entering right into the game. This is going to be exciting.
Sure is, and you can already hear that the crowd is incredibly excited for this game. Oh my goodness, they are cheering for both teams. We saw last game, even though the Vietnamese team next game got taken out. Whoa! Oh my goodness,
that's overpowered.
Even though the Vietnamese team next game got taken down by Mineski Gaming, they were rooting both teams all the way. Yes. I mean, Mineski Gaming got equal cheers to the next gaming here. So we are in the game here. KLH is going to ward out the brush close here right buff, spotting for engage here. Pink ward placed on the same but opposite position by Bangkok Titans.
Yes. So we have to see XSF has been famous for taking buffs away in the early stage, so we're going to see, but it's going to be an exciting jungle fight. You can see both teams actually might clash at the blue buff, where BKT might go for the invade instead of KLH invading their blue. Wow, anything could happen. Like, Andy's just preparing the stun right now, just charging it up. Whoever face checks that brush, I don't believe will be able to survive from the onslaught of overall damage right there.
I was about to say, I am going to check and see what runes Annie is running, and I realize I cannot read Vietnamese. So Manny has charged on this stun here. There are no wards to spot if Bangkok Tigers do go for the blue invade. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the Karma Hunters do in return. There he is, the champion that nobody expected to face, Ola. Monkeys is playing Ola. This is unbelievable. We've already seen a fantastic game between XG Gaming and Mineski Gaming just now. Now there's an Ola pick. It's just going to get better to better the more games. There are more games to come tomorrow.
Yes, definitely. So Ola needs to be very careful. He is really in a bad position. Oh, they're actually going to do the blue buff and give it to Rise, but here they have no more to spot. BKT, here he goes. The fight might go on. So, wow, the start goes on. If your flash comes down, so Monkey should be able to get out of this. Yes, he will. So flash use and a lane swap is going to happen at the bottom lane. I would say Monkey is almost doomed right now. It's going to be very hard for Monkeys to make a comeback at the bottom lane. Since the lane swap did happen, what do you think?
Oh my goodness, I'm not sure what even happened there. We just saw Monkey splash over the wall, trying to start a blue buff. What he was trying to do was a very, very famous Gambit gaming strategy back when they were known as the Moscow 5. He wanted to take blue buff and then go into bottom lane with blue and just farm out the creeps with his undertow. Then that invade that came out though completely shut him down, but I'm very surprised that Sek used his flash to get away from that one. I thought it was a bit unnecessary coming out from Sek there. Olaf just had to go back to base. He's a very, very underpowered champion, and he's very behind in terms of experience already. It's going to be very interesting from the Karma Hunters.
Fighters, when there's no champions in the lane, I would say Olaf does very well in clearing quick ways. Just need to throw legs, pick it back up, undertow, trade one more time, he'll be fine. But in the early levels though, against Annie and Miss Fortune, it's going to be bad. Here we see NDD just waiting, going to try watching all the pressure happens.
He's going to fight off with Monkeys. He just has to charge it. There goes the undertow. Monkeys is still slow. It's a level fight to charge and knock off. Monkeys still turning his one around. Here comes Jarman coming from the back. He might be able to get out the flag. He's got another undertow. Now NDD is undertow, but he's going to lose a lot of creep if he decides not to go into farm it. Jarman's going to come back down in here, provide a bit of security for him there. And SKLZ, Sek, and NDD did not manage to get that tower down that they wanted onto Monkeys.
Well, Monkeys is still at level, just reached level 2. I was about to say still at level 1. So putting a lot of pressure on the area. Instead of bottom lane, instead of top lane though, for South Kingdom Wise, they're trying to hit the tower as much as possible. But since this is a 3.10 patch, I would have to say though, the tower gains an extra 40 armor in the early stages, and it goes off after 4 minutes. So it's not going to be so easy. Like the split push strategy, the lane swap strategy does not work so well in the early games as much, so we're going to have to see though what KLH as well as BKT decide to do about this. But in terms of shutting down the bottom lane, I'll have to say that BKT has done a good job.
I do believe so. So they sent Monkeys home once already. NDD almost got a good gank off. Unfortunately, they weren't able to deny Monkeys even more. But Monkeys is doing well in terms of minion score right now. He's ahead of the top lane Hagage on Zac right now, which is fairly decent. But I just do not think he can scale as well as a Zac can the later this game goes.
Yes. But I suppose overall team comp for the South BKT, okay, we're going to see a gang happen at bottom, but they're just both going to fall back, nothing much is going to happen from there.
The fly lance combo coming out from XSF there did not manage to land onto SKL Chat, so it just backed away from that one. In terms of minion score between the two attack damage carries, it's fairly even right now. Sek is a little bit behind, but the wave is pushing into his tower. Navy though, my goodness, he has created a monster of a minion wave down at this mid lane. Goldens will have to farm in the tower. That's not something Rise wants to do, and he's going to jump over the wall. So a little bit of counter juggling that managed to take away the race away from XSF Drop. Goldens here actually back and taking out. Wow, Navy flashes this one. One more attack, he won't take it. First fight, but now where's Navy going to run? He is all the way behind the tower. Wait, Navy, what are you doing? Navy, no, that's the wrong way. Tower, don't kill him, no! Navy's gonna die, Gold's gonna pick that one out. Navy, you have to suicide correctly. I never thought I'd say this in my life, but Navy failed to kill himself properly. He didn't take the bullet to the brain, he got bruised kneecaps and died to the tower right there.
But I suppose it's still a good death, even though he didn't give the goal, he didn't give away any experience, so he still has that lead overall, 100 goal experience. So here we see Aggression and dive after onto Wildlands, but nothing much is going to happen. But Twitch is very squishy in the early stages, but still has a lot of damage. And here we see Hagage getting killed here.
Here we go, Taylor what's going to go on to Hagage. There we go, the damage coming down for Wildlands. A9 will go into Wildlands, so he might be able to lifesteal off these Bloodlets. Taylor what's doing the best he can to take out Wildlands. Constant Wildlands will pick up the kill. Hagage will go down for the back outside. very close, so he almost took that Wallace out. I feel that if he turned the fight at the right moment, my goodness, mid lane again! Wallace is going absolutely crazy, NDD almost goes out. He has no flash, there's been another kill. They need one from that kill, fantastic play for the Bangkok Titans.
That's an amazing play throughout for the side of Bangkok Titans, especially the Annie roaming around his bottom lane with that 1-on-1 fight. So we're gonna see how Annie plays off. So Annie is enjoying, gonna roam around together with NDD. NDD dishes out the slow, Annie throws out the stun, and it's gonna be a free kill wherever they go. And for the side of Monkey, he's getting the CS, he's getting the level, but there's nothing else he can do except for staying under the tower. And Annie's just freely roaming around. Tintin was tried to do the same thing earlier, but it was at a bad timing. We did see Oriana go for the suicide after that. So overall advantage, so I still have to give it to BKT in those amazing kills and plays.
Very, very good plays by both teams so far. The gold count is completely even. It's an incredibly close game. Only 7 minutes in though, so not too much is taking place besides that incredibly aggressive early game from both of these teams. And you can just hear how crazy the crowd is going every time action takes place. We almost cannot shoutcast these games just because of how loud and how excited this crowd here at Ho Chi Minh City is.
So here, Gonas is going to be in the World of Hurt. He has died twice. He managed to secure that one kill because of the tower dive, so to speak. But he is almost 20 CS behind. And with the nerfs on the rise range, it's not going to be so bad. Here we'll see though, if your hit goes for a spark steal.
So it does look like Helge will take up this blue line without any contestants from the Bangkok Titans. NDD was there to try and stop them, but we're not able to do so. Ward is here for Zach, the Jello Man at the top lane. He should be able to get away with some. Wallace is invincible. Might get some free damage down, but no, you'll just run away from that engage.
There's one thing about Zach is that he can freely jump back into safe positions with that elastic sting shot. So even if he pushes out a bit too far, just if he times it well and back off, he'll be safe. So both teams playing slightly less aggressive now, just farming up, trying to push onto the tower slowly. So I suppose the advantage will go to BKT. They managed to secure a kill, get the tower and get the dragon. So in the early games, like the first 10 minutes, these are the most important objectives for both teams. So we're going to see which one plays off well for them.
Yes, and both the top laners and the mid laners actually have now hit level 6. Even actually the majority of players here, except for SKLZ, has hit level 6. So those ultimates will come into place. We might see Terry Tibbers make his appearance on Summoners very shortly from SKLZ as well.
So here you will see though, okay, who's going to put the pressure up to the top lane. NDD is nowhere close by, but they're going to try to gank bot and secure the dragon. Well, Kelly is going to go for the over push onto Hagane. So here we see the poison is landed, and here we see Hagane. Oh, good chance to get away, but Faye puts him back. And the box knocks him down, but Hagane is going to use less bounce to get away from this, and he will be safe.
That is not good for Hagane. He had to use his Let's Bounce to get away from that engage. They have a dragon attempt down at the bottom lane from the Bangkok Titans as well. They should be able to pick this one up with ease because they did have their AD carry and support at the top lane. But at the same time though, we're going to have KOH just bashing down on this tower. 8 minutes has passed, so the tower no longer has that extra armor that it starts to lose at the 4-minute mark.
So both teams trying to secure objectives as aggressively as they can. So the first dragon has gone down for a side of BKT, but for the first tower, it's an advantage of the Kuala Hunters. So we're going to see whether Kuala Hunters is going to ride on the advantage in trying to secure and steal away all the blue bars in this game away from Navy. For Oriana, the blue bar is very important in order to spam the balls, that'll be one way to put it, as well as the fast cooldown and ultimate so they can get ready for each fight as soon as possible.
Rise also quite reliant on that blue buff. Didn't take that dark passage, just sneakily get into mid lane a little bit quicker there. Tainer was putting some pressure on the Navy as well. He gets a good death sentence off. That'll be doom for Navy. He gets it! Wow! He's gonna go in! No, he does not go in for the flame. I thought he would die, but wow! Another kill top lane. Agani just went down to Wildlands there. Can't even find his little blobs anymore. He's just disappeared from the map.
The Wildlands was actually being very patient. He went in the rush until Hagane overextend. I believe he waited for Hagane's elastic sting shot to secure the minion kills, and then he just waiting for the kill after that.
He's not playing too well at all this game. He had to use his left stance to get away from a sticky situation. He's been killed twice as well, so not so good for him right now. Navy here had a slight lead onto Rise in the early phase of the game. Still has that minion score lead and lead in terms of kills right now. Golden so has picked up the blue eye, which Navy has been denied of this entire game. So it's not looking too good for him the later this game goes. Rise should be able to pick up quite a decent amount of damage and would be able to duel out Navy, but that two level disadvantage, or now 1 level disadvantage, might hinder him quite significantly.
So we might see a 3-man fight, 3 against 2 fight at the bottom lane. With Jarvan waiting there, going to dive in, just waiting for Twitch to get into correct position. He's used his invisibility. We might see a different subway technique where Jarvan dives in and locks everyone down. Here we go.
There we go, Sex actually going to take that extra, just flash out. Teddy News makes an appearance, he will not do much though. As Cal said, one more tick, will he go down? No, the potion will save him. It was Wallace though, does pick up, actually no, wow. He actually went down, that was a very long ticking poison time bomb there. Great play by KLH and Wallace. Fantastic understanding of Twitch. They knew the flash for the last auto attack would be enough. Now we have Golden here sneaking up around the back. They have Oriana here nearby as well though. Top lane just battling out the battle of the bruisers. Bottom lane though, Andy's gonna go! Take the one, there goes the shockwave! And he's gonna go down. Fantastic play from the Bangkok Tidus there. Maybe with a really superb shockwave. Rocks up KLH phenomenally. But wow, this is still thinking about Goddess is still waiting to try and get the gank up onto BKT under this tower.
So we might see him charge right in, but he needs to be very careful. His ultimate is down. He's going to have the bonus movement phase, so they're just going to back off away from this. They did, well, they had an advantage, they tried to gain more, but BKT, the superior AoE lockdown, just took it back in the instant.
My goodness, BKT has such great AoE coverage on there. NTD went in there fearlessly with Navy Shield on top of the command shockwave, blocked up everybody from Rumble Hunters there. There's just nothing they can do to return the damage. But KLH had a fantastic dive onto SKLZ that Tibbers was splashed away from by XSF, and he was not stun locked under tower, which was a huge factor for them in that team fight.
Yes, and one thing that people don't take note of is that for Sejuani, for his Arctic Assault, the first ability, it does it scales off percentage, maximum HP I believe, and at level 5 it can reach about almost 14 or 13%. It's actually a chunk of burst damage that people actually ignore, but once it comes to late game, it suddenly happens, especially for AD carries. Sometimes Sejuani as a jungle will burst people down.
Navy though just got flashed on by Goddess, aggressively used that flash straight onto Navy, popped the Ignite straight his way as well. Does look like Tainted Ones missed his death sentence though, unfortunately was not able to help secure the kill onto Navy in that mid lane.
But for the style of XSF though, he's going to go aggressive.
Oh my goodness, Wallens again picked up somebody. But now wow, SKSN whipping up, Ignite is ticking, one more, go Teddy Tibbers, hit him! Teddy! What is Teddy Tibbers doing? Go! Teddy, why are you not killing him?
I have no idea, my master was controlling me, it was not a good job done right there.
You need to swipe the rat away, oh no!
Oh, the bear lost the rat, unbelievable.
SKLZ though, almost able to help him pick up the kill. That was a 2-on-1 situation. Yes. Wallace just managed to duel out most second SKLZ, but meanwhile, Taylor was so he will go down there, NED charges it, but Navy will pick up the kill for a final auto attack there. So much action between the two teams. It's 5 for 5 in terms of kill. 18,000 to 18,000 goal with Bangkok having a very slight lead right now.
Yes. So both teams are just securing objectives, and after the lane swap had ended, we will see Hagane and Monkey just farming fully up top. Hagane slightly with CSC as well as the level lead, so nothing much is going to happen at the top lane unless NED decides to travel up top. But so far we have seen the action happening at the bottom, the mid lane, in the jungle, so the top lanes are free to farm however they please.
So we're going to see XF here head back to base. Did manage to pick up that red buff there. We'll be able to use that one effectively in the next few ganks. First tower of the game did go to KLH earlier on. They took down the top tower when they did have Twitch and Fresh there pushing it up at the top. They also picked up Hagange with a very good gank and also a solo kill coming out from Wildlands later on. So they have a very slight lead, but actually no, they don't even have the lead right now. KLH lost the lead to BKT even though that the tower vanished. This shows that their mechanics in terms of farming the lane a bit stronger for the Bangkok Tires right now.
Yes. Oh, wow. XSF actually went for Brutalizer instead of making speed of the Elder Lizard. So,
wow.
It feels like it's going to be an all-in Jarvan. It's going to be a Black Cleaver, a Ravenous Hydra. I just dunk onto Sack or Navy, just do chunks of damage, but we're just going to have to see what happens on this for the build coming up for XSF.
Gonna actually see XSF go in here. Tainted Ones went over the wall as well. Bullet Time's gonna come out. Let it ride, baby. Let it ride. Wallace right leg goes down here. No, he will get stunned out. NED charges in though, picks up the kill. Tainted Ones though, he will get stunned out. He will pick up a kill for himself, but Navy will help him return the favor. 2-for-2 exchange. Both AD carry and supports dead for both teams right now. Bangkok Towers will come up on top of that one. They have a lot of members down this mountain lane. Might be able to sneak in a dragon.
I have to say both teams reading each other very well. They got the dragon timing down, so they both wanted to chunk down the bottom lane, and both teams were there at the same time, and no one came out on top. So the Dragon's gonna wait till later, but no, we will see though NDD and maybe actually gonna engage onto it. I don't think it's the wisest choice because Bryce will come from behind. He has his ultimate up and here we'll see them back off.
If you back away from that Dragon and just ward it up, make sure that the Carvalhos do not try to re-engage on the one. NDD has been playing very well lately. I used to always criticize Johnny because I used to always see him miss his ultimates in very, very clutch situations, very, very easy situations as well. But so far he's been hitting them very, very well as well. Playing very, very phenomenal on Mr. Johnny today. And the Brutal Edge, I really don't like it coming here from XSF here. As Jarvan, you need to be the front liner, need to go in really aggressively. Even though you have damage, you won't be able to survive long enough to make it effective.
But they could be trading their whole job entirely onto Monkeys up top. We're just going to see what happens here. We see bottom lane though, the sun goes down, once it's forced to flash, but he should be able to get away.
Wow, let's see that the burn is fast to get away from that one though. Sec and SKLZ did a good job of keeping him pressured in this lane. They died in a 2-on-1 situation to him earlier on, but this time they kept it very safe and were able to not go down. Zero islands in that 2-on-1 situation. Burn is fast instead. Maybe here, looks like he's going to be pressured a bit by Chain once in the mid lane. We have Mr. Monkeys on the famous Olaf right now. Running around here. He might actually meet Hagani in this river right now. He gets the Ragnarok. No, not Ragnarok, sorry. Throws down the Reckless Swing, gets some good damage onto Zac there. But Zac would just jump over the wall with that elasticing shot and get away.
One thing that makes Olaf so great is still that he still does true damage. It's still very painful in the mid game, even in the end game. Something that you cannot deny from Olaf. But the problem lies in his overall skill kit, which has been changed. I wonder how well he was skilled in the late game with this team composition together.
It'll be very, very interesting to see what Monkeys can do with Olaf. He has not participated in any team fights just yet. No ejections either so far. Only thing we've seen from him so far was trying to take that blue buff at level 1. Was unable to do so. So he's yet to have an impact on this game, and it'll be very interesting to see if he does anything. But we have a duel at the bottom lane. Wallace S and Sec here dueling it out. There goes the expunge. The poison is taking 26. Wallace won't get taken out though. Wallace gets the kill onto Sec there with that true damage. Fantastic job. Dragon is picked up by Quantum Hunters in the meantime though. XF managed to solo that one out. Here we go. Submarine. No, he decides not to. Just pops out invisibility, gets the extra attack speed and clears out this minion wave.
Yeah. I have to say the Wise is doing a great job. He's doing what Twitch should be doing. He's just being a very sneaky, right? Just ganking and going for the kill whenever he can. Here we will see in the mid lane though, the fight going on, but nothing much going to happen since they don't want to miss the hope. So overall though, right now KLH has managed to secure additional objectives with the Dragon, the second tower. So they're going to be slightly ahead though, but when it comes down to the team fight, will they be able to, well, outsmart DKT in maneuver, dodging NDD's ultimate, especially Navy's ultimate at the same time? Both does chunk of damage, a whole long time of lockdown for them. And what do you think? Who will come out above for this?
I really like the back attack team fight. They have so much AoE power in their team fight potential. They could massacre KLH in one swift move, and only Monkeys will be able to survive because of the Ragnarok. For the side of KLH, I like their carries, I like Crit, I like the pick of Rise into this team. I like the Thresh pickup as well, but building damage on Jarvan and then having an Olaf is quite intriguing. I really want to see how they use this in the later game team fights.
Okay, so he's actually going to build into the Ancient Golem based on his Kinder Gem. Hopefully it is an Ancient Golem and not going to be a random Shrelia popping up. I don't think that's going to happen. So we're going to see a big fight engaged very soon though, in my opinion. Both teams are just getting ready for it. Zac is waiting over from the side. Golden is coming back. Golden is coming from the side area as well. They must be careful though not to get caught off by one another.
Contrast to last game, we see a ton of wards placed down by both the teams here. Pink just inspired in this rush over here. One being taken away as well. NDD has an Oracle as well, so good map vision coming out from both of these teams in this game so far. So far though, map vision hasn't been the key content to teams because they're just walking into their face. NDD's gonna go in here, Monkeys is out, Ragnar to get away. XF, he is not tanky at all. He will get taken out, Ignite is on his face. Monkeys will live for a little bit longer. Sustained damage, no second will come out though. Hustle off, for the time, he's running it right. Monkeys will survive that wave though. He's gonna get out of this one, but NDD will he get over on this one? Wallace though, dueled out second in mid lane. Even though Navy was able to take down, even though Navy was taken down by Oriana here. Wait, now getting that wrong though. Vietnamese writing is confusing me. Navy was able to take down Monkeys in that trade there. Zek stayed a little bit longer and got taken out. NED though, Walla takes out that tower. NED was trying to defend away. Taylor was in a lot of trouble. SKSF puts out some good damage there. Navy though, and NED and Hagage are chasing onto Wallace, but no, Navy will get taken down. There you go, Golden's in a fantastic position. Now SKSF's in a really bad spot. In between Golden's and Monkeys. Hagage though will get taken down here. Yes, he will get put into the block form. He will get bursted down. Wallace will take him down. The rest of Bangkok will escape from this one though.
Yes. I would have to say that was beautiful play by a South Combo Hunters. I was running right, Twitch playing back onto the dark passage, came back to Tatum once, and Tatum once just ran away, and everyone chased aggro onto Twitch, but Rise was there from behind. He just did a chunk of damage onto the backlines, chasing Navy back, and chasing everyone away, and here we see a
Baron. KLH, no Baron, please. Baron is not the thing you want to be doing right now. Now it's Zek here. Here goes SKSF. Flash hit, there's the stun. He'll take down XSF here. Now KLH in huge trouble. Almost gets a kill, but not enough. And Nino will actually get taken down. Oh my goodness. I can't believe KLH went for Baron and didn't get ace. That's phenomenal. I always think that Baron won't kill whichever team tries to take it. Bangkok do stop them, but trade a 2-for-2 there.
Yes. I didn't expect actually KLH to lose that Baron fight, but everyone just came back in the nick of time to back up onto the team, and just went out so well for them. So from here we will see KLH with the 2-kill lead as well as 3 towers taken down. So they're really securing all these early objectives. I believe they might try to do Baron again just to force a fight in their favor. It might happen, might not.
One thing for the Combo Hunters right now though is that Wildlands has 8 kills on Twitch.
Yes.
And this is purely, I think, due to its item build. We see a lot of creatures rushing the IE, going for really heavy damage for the late game. He's going for the Blade of the Ruin King, Last Whisper, and the Zeal, and he's just been going around and assassinating people with the help of Goldens in these team fights, and because of that, he's been getting a ton of gold, and he will be scaling really well into the late game.
So Twitch is just one of those late game carries, just like Bane. He's going to do so well. Especially in early game, so many kills going on. Here we see fight going on about. I would think that NGD tried to steal the blue. I don't think it will be successful. He will be forced to back off since neither one does have the Oracle, so nothing much is going to happen on both sides. Just aggression all over the map, and BKT is just going to take advantage of this and secure the middle turret.
KLH here though, they do have a 3,000 gold lead. Bangkok managed to pull it back a little bit after taking that tower. It is 3-for-1 in terms of towers though, in favor of Combo Hunters, and they're playing out this game very well. I just really hope that their Olaf fixes does not
ruin
cost
them
this game.
Yes. So one thing to take note of though, the overall goal advantage coming from side for Combo Hunters is actually the 2 extra towers and also a kill lead that they have. So overall, BKT, they managed to take down another 2 towers or secure the next dragon that's popping up soon. They might be able to come in this game since the dragon will be coming out in 30 more seconds, and that's when a big fight is going to happen. Will BKT be able to secure all their AoEs, go for the kill, or will they be dragged around, pull around like a game with Wildlands and Golden just drawing aggro for separate targets and then just turn back for the kill onto them?
You can see as well, all the ultimates are back up for the Bangkok Times there, heavily pushing down on this mid lane. We see that Olaf and Thresh are trying to rejoin the Combo Hunters though. You have Zach Split pushing the top lane at the same time. As you said, Dragon is back up as well, so it might see both teams contest for this one.
But Hagage seems to be more focused on pushing up the top tower, and Miss Fortune is really backing off into the base first. So I believe they're going to pick up some items before they go aggressive onto it. So NDD, in order to secure that everyone will be able to go back to base, he's just trying to reward as much as possible, deny the vision, but KLH is just going in right into this.
This might be time for KLH to take this dragon. Now we have Excellent already working on it right now. Golden's here putting some good damage on it as well. He might be able to smite this one away. Zek is not there to back up the backup ties. NDD is going to go in. He just needs to get the smite off. No, Donald will pick that one out. NDD now in a lot of trouble. He might go down there. Taylor wants to see there goes the bullet side. Fantastic offer from Zek there. Excellent will take down someone in that fight. SKL dead now in a logo. Solo kill for Excellent here. Wallace so played phenomenally. Zek does pick up a kill though, but he's in the middle of the team. He's going to chase. Death Sentence will be fantastic 100% though, but KLH will secure Dragon. They will secure that fight. It was a 4-for-2 trade in favor of the Combo Hunters.
Well, in my opinion, BKT should have gave the Dragon up because the whole team wasn't ready. Hagage was still up top. I'm not sure why he didn't come down much earlier, and then Sek went back to base. So when Sek came in, he was there to just do a slight cleanup, but everyone on the tanky side for the South, while Hunters was still alive. They got taken down so easily after that. and everything is just moving into Kuala Hunter's favor, and BKT is just making all these small mistakes and is now carrying the power to the goal lead.
So even though Hagangi was definitely not in that fight there, came way too late. It was a 5-on-4 in favor of Kuala. It was a very, very sloppy play for the Bangkok Titans there. Wildlands is doing very well, positioning himself very nicely. He only went down at the end to Sek, but managed to get him low enough that the rest of the team could finish him off. Sek only managed to pick up 2 Hail Mary kills onto Wildlands and change to 1.
Yes. So from this, because it is the shutdown goal though, Sek is going to be a bit happy about that, the additional following up. He is in the CSD, just at the kills though, we can see that he's 6 kills away from Wildlands, and Wildlands has been doing so well, picking out all those kills in the team fights, doing solo, very manly, just hiding there with his invisibility. So he's in a very happy position. So KLH is going to continuously pick up oracles, but BKT is not backing off. They also want to make sure they deny as much region as possible. But I wonder whether this is going to be in their favor though, because for the side of SKL Zack, he has picked up the Ruby Side Stone, but he does not have any GP plans. For the side of Tinted Ones, he did have a Philosopher's Stone before this, so he has the Shredder's and the Ruby Side Stone. And when your support and your team is in a has more global goals, so to speak, you're in a happy position in doing whatever you want with the items as well.
Bangkok Titans, a little bit of happy feet right there. Looks like they really want to make sure decide not to end. He's going to flash on the goal. Let's take away the match. He's there on the goal. Let's jump way back in the sea. There goes the ultimate coming from Sek there. Goals will actually live that fight. Now naming a second huge shot of Monkeys picks up a kill. All out showing that he is not the nurse champion that he should be. And he takes out another champion. Wallace picking up now NED in a lot of trouble. Flash goes out excellent. There goes Hagangi going to chase into that wall. Donovan though is also chasing her SKL, so it's going to go down. And my goodness, Kuala Lumpur representing Malaysia right now, going ham onto the Bangkok Titans, showing them what they're made of. And right now, Monkeys is proving that Olaf was not nerfed into oblivion.
Yes, and I would have to say the Forza BKT, they were just too impatient with their follow-up kill. They wanted to kill Golden as soon as possible. You could see Golden is just too tanky with the Raw of Ages as well as the Banshees build. They couldn't take him down, and this is going to be a free Baron for the side of the Kuala Hunters.
A 3-man Baron as well. Monkeys is not helping.
Free farming, it's going to pick up more farm, going to be more tanky, and just run into Zack and Navy space. It didn't happen though because everyone dived in onto the side of Goldens, and you could see that there's no one protecting the main carries for side BKT, and Monkey was just heavy, throwing undertows, reckless swing undertow, and there was nothing they could do. The boss came out after that as well, there was just too much slow.
That just made me understand the pick of Olaf a lot for the Kuala Hunters there. What you just said makes a ton of sense. Sek will be standing in the back line with that bullet time while the rest of the Bangkok Titans initiate. Monkeys can Ragnarok straight through and then jump onto Sek, and if he gets good damage down, he's able to take it down very, very easily, or forcing the cancel his bullet time as well.
Yes, so this Olaf takeout is working well for Kelly so far, so let's see how well they pull on with this. They have the Baron as well. Let's hope they don't make any last mistakes to throw the game away. I mean, well, both these in GPL, you know, we have seen them perform very well in the early game, and they make a mistake, they throw it back to one another. So I would like to see Karish end this game smoothly, no errors, and just crush BAT for this first game. It's going to give them a lot of momentum, carrying on to play against Saigon Jokers as well.
They do have a very sizable gold advantage ahead of the Bangkok Titans. They have a 7,000 gold lead, a bit more than 7,000 actually, creeping on to 8,000. Very, very good play coming out from the KO from Kuala Hunters so far. Able to secure these advantages and objectives as well. And Wildlands, he's been playing phenomenally this whole game. He's kept himself incredibly safe.
Yes. Jimmy Seeker trying to get a kill onto XSF, but the slingshot did not miss, so they're just going to back off. And here we will see XSF actually went for half tanky, half damage build, I suppose. Just want to make sure he shreds down the armor, I believe, maybe for Wildlands or Monkeys to go in for the kill. Since for the side of Olaf, he used to do a lot of damage with the undertow because he had the passive armor penetration. But I believe he only gets it when he activates the ultimate. So I suppose Javan is a good buff of damage for both Wildlands as well as Monkeys.
So I think XF here, you must have heard us over the entire crowd and the Vietnamese casters as well. As soon as he finished that, realized he went straight tanky. He realized he needs to be the front line for his team. Does a little bit of damage for his team as well, which is quite good. Hagangi, where's he going? He's jumping on XSF. He still jumps out really fast out of that one as well, so good mechanical skill from both players there.
And even he did manage to do a lot of damage onto Hagane, who's the most tanky member of the team, releasing you to the Martian standard and Dragon Strike combo, as well as the normal hit. He managed to take a quarter of Hagane's health, and look at that. Just one brutalizer though, he doing a lot of damage after he lands the Dragon Strike.
very dangerous for the Bangkok Titans to be putting up this stage in the game. Monkeys take no damage at all right
They're just
now.
scratching him.
They're just literally scratching him. Not even scratching, they're throwing feathers at him right now.
And for the start of the boost though, he actually picked up Boots of Sweetness with Alacrity. So it's actually going to just run into the carries of the DT. Unstoppable force. A different version, I suppose. One way to put it.
It's no longer kind of someone puts him on top there. Ganga's gonna get jumped on. Yes, so let's bounce. He might go down here. Expunge does not come up. Flashes out of that one. That'll be a free tower for the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
Yes. And look at that, a jungler pushing out a top laner out, and that rarely happens in a lot of games. And here we see though, Monkey's gonna go for the kill onto Davey. Yes, he will get it. And this will, here we go.
Maybe actually gonna go down incredibly hard. Wallace picks up that kill. The Bullets is gonna do absolutely nothing to the Kuala Lumpur Hunters. They just steamroll through the tower straight onto the Bangkok Titans. I pick up 2 kills for the doubles. 87 comes back into tank, not tank down, they're trying to take it out. Wallace takes a little bit there. We'll take down another tower for the Coast. They're now 10,000 gold ahead of the Bangkok Titans. Oh, the Golders, he's going!
Oh, this is it!
Busted! He got destroyed in that fight. And Gaga gets split into the little bubbles that he should be against the Kuala Hunters. Monkeys picks up that kill. My goodness, they are proving me wrong right now. They are showing me Olaf is not the Olaf champion.
Yes, I suppose he not do so well in the one-on-one swap in the early stages, so they did a lane swap. He just had to throw undertows to just farm CS, and later on he just with the farm he has 199. Now falling back to against Hagane, he had a free farm almost over all the top lane for almost the entire game. You can see Monkey just coming back with the kills and assists, just helping out in teams in those team fights. Hagane though, his position in the timing, I would have to say, is very bad. When he came to the Dragon fight, he was so far away, he did not make it down in time, as well as the previous fights before he came down very late. So it is hurting Bangkok Titans so far.
KLH here, incredibly strong this entire game. We see Sek has gone for a Blade of the Ruined King build just to try and take down the front line of the Commanders, but I don't think it's going to be of any use. Monkeys, I never thought I would say this, but Olaf once again just looks like an absolute beast in this game. It doesn't look like there's anything that can stop him right now.
Olaf is just one of those weird champions. You can stack up a lot of HP and cooldown reduction. You somehow survive the team fights, and like opponents just don't do that much damage to you. You see, in terms of armor, he just has that Doran shield, and for magic resist, he has a Hex Drinker. But in those team fights, you could see like, oh, it was just like a scratch onto him when he went into all those fights.
It sure is so far. He's been playing phenomenally in this game. Action stuff here, still pushing top lane. As you said, he was able to push out Hagage from the top lane as a jungler going up against a top layer. That is something you never ever see right now. Warmogs have been built on Monkeys. He has 4,200 health. That is ridiculous.
Yes.
Monkeys is ridiculous right now.
They need a Lianji's Torment in order to stop Monkeys. But here we can see from item pickup though, maybe he's going very safe. Because he's been getting caught by the Rune Prisons, so anything that comes out from the opponent team, he's trying to build a Banshee's Veil, I believe. He has the Negatron Cloak, he has the Zonias as well, but that's stopping his overall damage output. I'm not so sure how well this will play off though, because as we mentioned as well, Sack picking up the Bloodthirster, Blade of the Rune King and Last Whisper, that is not an ideal build you want for Misfortune.
Yeah, Wallace as well, he has an Affinity Edge, Blade of the Rune King, Last Whisper, a Zeal, and looks to be building into a Guardian's Angel. He's so many items right now. He'll be melting the front line of the Bangkok Titans easily.
So here we see he's just controlling the entire map. So much wards being planted down as well as pushing almost every single lane. Top and middle is pushed. I'm not sure why they don't send someone at the bottom to push, because I suppose they don't have enough wards yet at the opponent jungle at the bottom side, so they just maybe it's safe to push mid and top. Oh, they're just waiting. Wait, let me check.
So we're gonna see here, KOH actually looks like they want to go for Baron here. It will come up in 35 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. They're just waiting around Wallace.
Yes, Wallace is just waiting for the Baron to
solo. Rat wants to take on Baron.
Yes.
Look at him, he's being cocky against his Baron.
Or maybe he actually wants to go into the sewer, into that hole to find Baron and put it out. Here he is, Baron. That's pop out.
He found him. Wallace found Baron, and now the rest of the Golden Hunters are going to try and take this down fast as well. As Steph comes in, he will have that smite to secure it away. Bangkok Titans, no response to them. They cannot do anything to stop this Baron attack coming in from the Kuala Lumpur Hunters.
And right now, BKT really needs to come down to how well they perform in those team fights. KLH has been probably spreading the members out. You could see Golden's in one end and Wallace in the other end, so they won't get hit by the overall AoE ultimates together. But when they're going to push into the base though, there is a more narrow path. If they do make a misstep, I believe BKT should go all in to turn the tides around, but we're just going to see how well BKT plays this.
Well, let's get some good damage down onto that outer tower. That's protecting the inhibitor there. Inhibitor is down for them in the mid lane, so they will have to defend from creeps pushing into their base as well. Monkey's throwing that underfoot. Some slow down there. Here goes Agata, he's gonna jump in. Shockwave only hits Monkey, so Monkey's lost the right now. Runs straight into Steve. Not the first thing I would tell you. Teddywas will go down. In the back line, so we see Wallace has picked up Hagage. That scares Eddie in trouble, maybe in trouble. Misfortune goes down. KOH has just destroyed the Bangkok side. It's only NDD and Skillzero left, and I think KOH will push to the win here.
Yes, this is it. I mean, there's only the jungle as well as any left. They don't do that much damage. There's nothing much they can do. And look at that. They're just bullying them away, and NDD is just waiting there. He knows there's nothing much he can do. And here we see, well, Hage has left the game.
That is game. The Bangkok Science will go down to the Kuala Hunters. They brought back Olaf, and they did him in style there. That's a fantastic game from both of these teams. So much aggression from them early on, but Kuala Hunters just pulled out to the late game and used their strategies so efficiently.
The early game though, we could see BKT actually having a slight advantage, but those mismatch at the Dragons as well as the ganks coming off did push them off, and they became too impatient and just threw everything away back to the side of Kuala Hunters. So here we see at the score screen, just look at the item difference. For the side of Kuala Hunters, they almost have about 4 items maxed out each. But if you're going to count the boots as well, it will be 5 items overall. And of course, except for the support, but the support does have a Chairs of Harmony, another Philosopher's Stone, most probably going to build into Mikhail's Crucible to save Wallace in any situation, and that is it, that is the game. And
I was so shocked by the Olaf pick. I was so excited when he got picked. I didn't think he would do well. Monkeys played Olaf fantastically the later the game go, but it was so close, and it was just 1 or 2 team fights that KLH started to win very convincingly, and they started to take down the Bangkok Tigers very efficiently right after that.
Yes, one thing to point out, it most probably would be the ban on Grace. I mean, it worked out so well. I suppose Sack has preferred to play Grace, Misfortune, like a certain matchup of champions. So once they took down the Grace, Misfortune came out, and Olaf was the answer towards Misfortune, as you mentioned earlier in the game.
So that is the last game that we have for you guys for tonight. So we will have from today, next gaming dropping down into the losers bracket there. It looks like we have some camera issues here, so you cannot see our cameras just yet. We will get that fixed very soon though. But we did see the Vietnam team drop down into the losers bracket. We will have Mineski Gaming going against Singapore Settle Smart in the winners bracket, and now we have KLH fighting the Saigon Jokers in the winners bracket, with the Bangkok Tigers dropping down to the losers bracket.
And I suppose KLH changed everyone's mindset. A lot of people were saying that KLH can't make it, but they're proving in this game today. Especially since BKT has a spectacular performance in the Granada Premier League. But KLH proved everyone wrong, and they are back in this. And it's going to be exciting to see how Mineski play against Singapore Sentinels, as well as the Kuala Hunters play against the Saigon Jokers.
It sure will. So we will be back tomorrow with even more games. The 2 games today are nothing compared to the 8 or 9 games that we will have tomorrow. And both of these games have been incredibly exciting. If you guys, I can't even tell if the camera is on right now, but there we go. As you can see behind us, the event is absolutely packed. It is incredibly noisy. I was told there's thousands of people here today, and it's just been action-packed. The commentators are making so much noise. It's so hard for us to shoutcast. I think by Monday, me, you, and Jehudi are going to lose all our voices. We're going to be done after this event.
So let's hope tomorrow we don't lose our voices and everything will go on smoothly. Don't be any delays.
So
what?
Now we
I don't understand that actually.
We just gotta say that we have no idea what's going on. So now we open us from today. We have more games coming out tomorrow. Please tune in for them, because both the games today were fantastic, and there'll be only better games tomorrow. Thanks for watching today. I'm Fish, and today I had
Teddywas, and we see you again tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Tune in then.
I'm just trying to wonder what's going through Sentinel's minds right now. what are they doing in this game? They came out all the way to the finals without really losing